Our next speaker is an MP who is prepared to fight, Caroline Lucas.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you how beautiful it is to see you all there. You look wonderful. Thank you so much. You know, George Osborne said today that the measures he was announcing would take Britain back from the brink of bankruptcy. And I think we're here to say that the measures he announced today will push Britain over the abyss, and we will fight it every step of the way. We are here to say that it is utterly unacceptable that the poorest and most vulnerable are forced to pay for the luxuries of the bankers. We are here to say that pushing not only 500,000 people out of work that was announced today, but another 500,000 that will be pushed out in the private sector as a result. We are here to say that we will not stand for that. Because these cuts are destroying communities up and down the country. You know, David Cameron likes to talk about the big society, and yet what he's doing is destroying society all around this country. In Brighton and Hove, for example, people on the housing list, 12,000 people on the housing lists, are going to face a worse prospect after today. It's going to be harder for them to get housing. They'll be more in debt, more homeless. But we're here to say as well that not only are these cuts massively damaging to society, they will destroy communities, but they are also economically illiterate. If we want to get the deficit down as we do, you don't do that by throwing 1 million people out of work. What we need to do is to invest in jobs. It's by keeping people in jobs, keeping their tax in the system, keeping people in their homes, not throwing them out of their homes. That is what will get this country out of the deficit. And the kind of investment I could imagine would be the kind of investment in green technologies, energy efficiency, renewable energies. This is supposed to be the greenest government ever, and yet it is slashing the budgets of DEFRA and from the environment ministries. So we're here to say that if they're looking for money, then why don't they start with the bankers? Why don't they start with the Robin Hood tax that would raise £20 billion? Why don't they start with tackling tax evasion, tax avoidance, this tax, £100 billion from that? And so we're finally here to say that if David Cameron wants to see the big society, we are here now. The big society will be knocking on his doorstep every day to oppose these cuts.
Thanks very much, Caroline. Fantastic speech.